Hello and welcome back to Vintage Treasures, and today I'm going to be doing another Masters of the Universe video. Now, I'm not even a year into collecting Masters of the Universe. My first pickup was uh, a couple figures I found at a yard sale from a retired dealer. I got Trapjaw right there and Roboto. By the way, nice chest on this guy. Let me show you that. Nice chest. These usually yellow pretty bad, but we can see he's actually in really good condition. Also, his little swivel works, so that's nice. And he has his one of his hands here. I also picked up the Mantenna and this Manny Faces over here, which unfortunately he suffers from wobbly legs, which seems to be an issue sometimes. You can see if I put it like that, it wants to kind of move back. I don't know if this is like a common issue with him. His swivel still works. Because he has the swiveling mechanism, I don't know if that like clashes with the band, but I don't think it does because it just like crosses here. It might just be a rubber band that needs to be, or a he band that needs to be replaced. I'm not in any rush to get him in working order. Manny Face is a pretty common figure. I could probably pick him up, maybe this time, with his gun. So I got those four at the same yard sale for $5 a piece, which isn't too bad. They sell for a bit more on eBay, not incredibly a lot more because they're common figures, but still, I'd rather pick them up in person anyhow. And it got me interested in the line. I eventually picked up a Tila, as you can see right there. She's in nice condition. Her gold is still nice. You can see right here. Paint's still nice, no discoloration. The clip's still intact on her back, and overall, paint on her face is really nice. She almost looks like a reproduction, but she is an original. And I only paid $5 for her, no accessories again, but $5 for a He-Man. You'll rarely see me pass one up. Now, the main source that got me hunting for these figures in the first place was a channel on YouTube called Toy Ploy. A lot of you likely have heard about his channel. He posts MOTU content, repairs on common issues with MOTU items, and I used one of his tutorials, although I don't have a Hordak, to make a custom Hordak cape, and I made mine in a fabric type of material. And the little details were a bit hard to cut out, but I cut one side out because this is sticky back. You can see right there. I cut one bit out, stuck it on a piece of the other sticky back, and cut it out the same way, so it was symmetrical. And yeah, this is it's pretty rigid, so I don't think it'll, I don't know, deteriorate over time. I did mess up a bit here on this hooking piece here. You can see right there. I cut a bit off more than I should have, but it doesn't look too bad at all, and that will be hidden when you put it inside of his chest plate. And speaking of Hordak and the Horde, I really got interested in the Horde after I picked up my Mantenna here. Show you him. He's in really nice condition. He's missing his bow, and I'm in no rush to get that because it's about $15 on the low end, so I might as well buy another Mantenna at that point, which I'll probably end up doing one day, but I'm in no rush to try to find all the figures that I want in this collection, because then what's the fun? As you can see, red switch version, your regular generic Mantenna, mechanism works, and the eye paint is pretty nice. I see some of these on eBay without any eye paint, but that really got me interested in the Horde, hence why I made the Hordak cape. When I found out that was a commonly lost piece of Hordak. And after getting interested in these figures, I decided to watch the episodes of He-Man where he battles these guys. And it was that weird era of He-Man where He-Man was becoming the She-Ra show. instead of making them 2 separate shows, which I think would have been a better idea, you can see the Horde is basically becoming or replacing Skeletor and his posse. So, yeah, it was nice to see some new figures and the tooling. It was all new tooling on these guys. We have Grizzlor, the Leech, Hordak, of course Mantenna, and Modulok. In the original release of these figures, that was the whole line at the time. And then we got some later releases down the line, like Dragster, which I will eventually get, but right now I want to get the core figures. And speaking of which, I did pick up a couple online as of recently. They're still in the mail, so I will show you those, but I won't tell you who they are. They are from the Horde, though. And I did recently get one of the Horde members that I really wanted. There it is, Modulok. So I really did want this figure. I don't know what drew me to it, because I don't see myself playing with it a whole lot, but it just was so interesting, the concept of, you know, multiple figures inside of a single figure. And this guy didn't even come on a blister. He came in a box, like a one of the vehicles would come in, because of his sheer size. And I have a couple more parts here. I am missing his gun and one of these, but it doesn't affect me too much. He looks great like that, and the gun's like $30, so I think I'll pass on that for now. Not really a completist when it comes to collecting, but this figure's pretty darn cool. Let's get a closer look at it. See, he has 4 arms, 6 legs, looks a bit like a bug, and you can basically build this guy any way you want. I don't play with him too much because I don't want to break him and regret it later. But yeah, great looking figure. Yeah, had to pick this one up, but definitely not the last Horde figure I will be acquiring. As I said before, I recently bought some on eBay, and I got a good deal on them, but I will not spoil it anymore. And through my research of Masters of the Universe, trying to learn all their names, their values, their, I guess everything I can learn about the line, the variants, the expensive variants, the ones that were only colored a certain way in a certain part of the world, kind of like Christmas Modulok, very interesting case there, or the Blue Road Ripper. Nothing that I think I will get anytime soon, unless I get lucky. You never know. But one thing I did find that I was interested in was the Masters of the Universe. What was it? The Thunder Punch He-Man. That was it. His gimmick is that he can be wound up with caps in him, like a little cap gun caps. And when you, I think you pull him forwards a bit, or pull back on his other arm a little bit, he would go throw a punch, and it would go, you know, make a little firing noise. Hence the name Thunder Punch. And I was at a store recently, and I couldn't pass these up because they're already in the red color that I want. Obviously, I'm not going to keep them in this packaging. I'm going to take them out and put them near the figure. I don't have him yet. I don't have Thunder Punch He-Man yet, but I could not pass these up because I would regret not getting them eventually when I do get my hands on a Thunder Punch He-Man. But yeah, pretty cool find. I think I paid 50 cents for this, which is not bad at all. So yeah, pretty cool find. And I actually had 2 more pickups that I've picked up recently, although these are not part of the vintage line. They are definitely sick. I think I picked these up for, I don't know if it varies from store to store. I picked these up at Target for $22, which the regular figures with the regular amount of accessories will cost you $16.99 at my store. So I just put the extra couple bucks in and got a cooler card, and I got the I forget what they call this series. It's like the reproduction ones, but they're like more advanced articulation and play features. And the reason these costed a bit more than the regular standard re-releases is these are the deluxe figure sets. I don't believe they released Ram Man outside of the deluxe sets. I'm not sure if they did with Mosquitor either. But definitely cool figures nonetheless. Yeah, I could not resist picking these guys up when I saw them. And I was wondering this, so I'll tell you guys, if you don't have any of these yet, they are scaled to the size of a regular vintage Masters of the Universe figure. These are maybe not the best figures to show that on, because Ram Man's quite the bulky figure, and Mosquitor is relatively large as well with his mechanism in his chest. But we have a vintage, original vintage Trapjaw here. It's a bit rough condition, but nonetheless I can show you the comparison here. You can see if I stand him next to the Ram Man here. He is almost the same height in the Mosquitor. Oh, that's knocked him over. Roughly about the same height, I want to say. So, yeah, if you're curious, you might be able to sneak one of these in your vintage collection, and you might not even be, you might not remember that it's a reproduction. So, this will probably work better for the higher end figures, and I know, because I've been looking at horde figures, that Mosquitor is up there in price, especially with his gun. So, I don't know, I might actually buy another one of these and open it just for him and his guns so I can display him with my vintage horde figures until I get a real one. But the prices are up there and I'm gonna have to wait for a bargain on this guy, so a fill-in won't be too bad, and you can't have too many Mosquitors. So if you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post exclusively vintage, or I guess reproductions of vintage toys too, but nonetheless, vintage toys and other means of, you know, memorabilia, collectors items here. Usually toys. I'll get VHSs once in a while. But I do figure reviews, I do haul videos, and I get some good stuff, and I like showing it off. Of course, this channel's not monetized or anywhere near it. I genuinely enjoy posting content like this and interacting with you guys in the comments. So leave a comment on what your favorite Masters of the Universe figure is. But otherwise, have a great rest of your day or night, and goodbye.